Hi guys, I've been doing some thinking recently, and crypto market is not really very favorable for us. So, during those times, usually I tend to go into the park, feed some pigeons, just like think, try to clear my head off, and I realized I'm sitting there, I'm checking my Bybit account, I'm checking my wallets, and I realize I'm missing something. I'm not talking about tens of thousands of dollars that are missing from my account, but something more meaningful, something deeper. Then suddenly I see this kid. He's feeding some swans with some crap from the bag, and this paper bag had a symbol on it. I immediately got a epiphany, guys, and then it came to me. I just stood up and I just ran to the car. I jumped in and I started to drive as fast as I can, almost breaking every rule out there. I stopped at the first building that I saw had similar symbol that this kid had on the bag. Luckily, the parking lot was empty. Not many people were at this time, so I run into the building. I look at some kids on the kitchen and I approach the first one and I say, can I speak with your manager? Kid is a little bit confused. You can see it immediately from his face, but he tells me to wait, and soon, I'm waiting on the backstage. Soon there's this older lady coming to me, asks me to sit in front of her. So I sit and she says, "Hello sir, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?" "Ma'am, I would like to apply for a job." She's looking at me and, well, definitely can tell that she's kind of like judging me right now, or assessing would be the right word. And why, she's asking. And I say "Ma'am, I realized I need some stability in my life." "Okay. What can you do, sir?" "I don't have too much experience on the kitchen, but I am pretty good at trading crypto." She says, "Yeah? Are you sitting in altcoins, son?" "Yes." "I see. You can start tomorrow." All right, guys. Fun. The market is just extremely fun, especially if you're sitting in altcoins. No, not really. But anyways, well, we gotta get through this shit. And guys, you might at this point be struggling with even maybe mild depression or big depression, depending on how much you lost or you see your bags being obliterated. I know I am kind of feeling down. I have to be really disciplined to do all my stuff, because watching this market is just painful. I'm still also trying to trade, but I have some really cool news. We just broke 60k, and we actually might go lower. This is something we have to consider now. And if we would go lower, we would go lower into lower 50s, maybe even high 40s, because normally what happens after the halving, usually price of Bitcoin dumps around 30 to 40%. So 33% gives us a level around 50k. 40% would give us around 33k. So imagine what that would do to your altcoins. And if you think that
no institutions will never dump you, they were buying like at 60s.
Yeah, those are institutions. They can manipulate this market, and nobody's talking how we should actually include those ETFs on all those metrics that we're seeing on-chain, because they're not being bought exactly the same way, right? So there is many things that you need to consider. So here's the strategy: just stick to your high conviction plays. If you have really bags that are just getting dust, just sell them, jump into something that is just high conviction plays, because first thing that is going to move is going to move Bitcoin. We're not going to see, maybe we're going to see a small alt season right now. I don't know if we're gonna hover around this area or something, but the fear is just crazy, and I don't think like in this market condition we're gonna have a suddenly like full-blown altcoin bull run. First we need to move Bitcoin up, and then once the price stabilizes, then we're gonna actually have, you know, investors getting greedy and they're taking profits from Bitcoin, pulling them lower to get some extra fun, and then they will probably go into something that is just most mentioned, like that, something that is just on hype, something that is regarding narrative, and yeah, there is a high likelihood that if we're gonna go like 1 month longer here in this region, a lot of your really small projects might not survive. Especially that they were just, you know, built on hype. They were hoping that, oh shit, I'm gonna cash out something. This shit happens, and it's brutal, and it's very toxic, and welcome to crypto. So there's also one cool tweet that I found, a guy called the Smart Ape. He's basically talking about this exchange in Japan, Antigox, that had some BTC that they were stolen, and what happened is basically that now they can give it back to some of the victims, and right now they have like 200,000 BTC in wallets, waiting to be distributed in July. And guys, those prices of the I will link this tweet so you can check it out. Actually, the guy has a really cool analysis, so I would recommend to watch him. What else is just that most of those bitcoins were bought between $1 and $500, guys. So they are like up. If they would really receive their Bitcoin, well, in this market conditions, there would be, I don't know if I would wait for 90k or 100k if I would get like, you know, 2-3 Bitcoins right now. I would probably not. If I bought it for like $1 or even $500, that's still pretty good. So, I don't know, something to consider. I'm not saying that this thing gonna happen. Maybe those informations were also kind of, you know, sketchy, but you have to like figure it out on yourself. For me, it's kind of legit. I have to keep that in mind. So yeah, hard times, but if we survive this shit, think good things coming. Alright guys, and regarding games, we have Ember that is approaching closed beta on July 12th, and you can participate in this game by meeting one of those requirements. You either are a landowner, badge holder, or you hold 5,000 tokens, or you just be accepted by a creator program. So any of those you have to meet. You can meet only one and you're good. First of all, you have to register on their website, and there at the end of this tweet, I'm gonna also link it in the description. There's a blog that explains basically everything that it is in this closed beta, what can you expect, and so on and so on. Stuff that they introduced, like PvP zones, then you'll be able to have to enter like red PvP, yellow PvP, and of course green it's PvE. Many cool stuff like skins, also purchases with in-game currency, and of course here I have to mention one thing, like the cheapest way right now, if you don't use a creator program, and I don't know if you holding a land gives you of course some more features. Holding a badge is, you can burn it for the token allocation, I think, but badge right now is $49, the cheapest, and the land is $140. So to play a game, you can also buy tokens, and right now the Ember token, as you see, it's basically around 0.025 cents, and if you count it, it's around $125 to enter at this price. And we see that price spiked a little bit, like for 100% or something, once they made the announcement, so people were actually buying tokens, and this is super low market cap, although total market cap is crazy. I don't think that's this token is a seriously good investment at this point, but what is cool that you don't need to buy it on Ethereum, you also have it on BNB chain. and I believe there's also on IMX, so that's pretty cool. And gameplay is pretty fun. I will do a separate video on how it went, how is the game actually holding. What's cool about it, I mentioned it in the previous videos, this is a browser based, so potential of onboarding new users is pretty high. Right now the game is like, the token is not performing, especially in those market conditions, but potential of onboarding new users kind of gives me this bullish signal. But then again, many things will depend on how this closed beta is going to look like, and if players are actually happy they want to jump in a game. I played this game way back, so amount of updates they did till now, it's astonishing. So I would probably jump into a totally different game. So if you are not doing anything, you can maybe check it out. Alright guys, basically that's it. Smash the like button, subscribe. Next week there is no video. I'm going for holidays to Switzerland. My plan right now, what I'm doing is I'm buying every week my strongest conviction plays, and I'm just watching the market, what it's gonna do. And basically that's it. Looking at some play to airdrop campaigns, but besides that, I trade a little bit on the sidelines, but that's just for my personal development. I kind of want to get this side skill as a trader in the market. That's it. Stay safe out there, guys, and good things are coming in a bigger time frame.